Hi guys, good morning all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm is I'm audible?
Yes, Vamsi.
Right. Okay. So guys, like we have taken the 3 sessions, guys. We have taken 3 introduction classes we have taken. So in the last sessions, anyone joined for the today's class, guys? Is it your first class? Anyone is there who joined for the today's session?
This is my first class, Vamsi.
First class, okay, Mahinder. Okay, nothing is there. Just a couple of classes has been happened, so not
Yeah.
any much practical, like what is data visualization, and just it's an installation of Power BI desktop. And yesterday we just discussed about how to import the data sets. Okay, so only that is what has been happened. So main classes will start from Monday onwards. So today also just it is a basic introduction only. I'm going to start with them. So once again, I'll show you. So installation of Power BI desktop is very easy. So if anybody has missed the yesterday's class, guys, don't worry. So installation is very, very easy, guys. So this is simply go and simply search for download Power BI, guys. In the Google search, just go to the Google search or any Microsoft or anything, and just search for the download Power BI. Link will open here, guys. Just click on the link and just download. You have to download the 64-bit, guys. Just download and install it. Installation is very easy. I already done the installation. So once again, I'm not doing the installation, guys. This is a recent update 4 days back. The update was released. So latest update only it is available. So please install and download the latest one only. You download and install it, guys. So 22nd October 2024. So just easy installation. Everything is next process only. You can do the installation. So this is once you install the Power BI on your desktop. So you will be getting Power BI desktop will come. Double click on that to launch your Power BI desktop, guys. Nothing to do. Just automatically the shortcut will be created on the desktop. So if you want to open a new report, you open a blank report, guys. But for our batch, we already created, guys, right? This is the one, guys, batch 8am.pbix file, right? Open this one, guys. So being yesterday already, I have created it and already saved it. Yesterday already I have saved it, guys. So after importing the data sets, what we did is, guys, we have just saved that particular the application. I think 9 a.m., right? It's not 5, it's not this one. So I'll open the 9 a.m., guys. This one, batch 9 a.m. So this is the file, guys. So once again, I'm opening the batch 9 a.m. file. I'm going to be opening here. You can see this is getting open. Let me close this. So if you can see yesterday, we imported some few data sets we imported, guys. Once again, I'll share the data sets to you. So if you want, you can download and you can import the data sets, guys. See, a very few data sets I imported, guys, like churn, dim product category, dim product subcategory, fact internet sales. So these 4 tables are imported from an Excel file, guys. And the remaining 3 are imported from the CSV files. So CSV files, you know that CSV files, nice. CSV file is nothing but comma separated values. So how the comma separated values will be there, guys? Nothing is there. Normal text pad, normal notepad applications only, normal text files. See there, guys, this is going to be your usedcars.csv file. Right click, I can open with Excel software also. Even I can open with a normal notepad also, I can open it, guys. See, this is how this is going to be looks like this, guys. This is going to be how it is going to be looks like this. Simple. The data was just separated by a comma, guys. The data was just separated by a comma like this, guys. All the values are just, it is going to be separated by a comma, and just we have to work with this particular data set, guys. So this is the data set. See, this is what we call it as an comma separated values. Why? Because the values in this particular file are separated by just a commas. See that? Comma, comma, comma. So wherever there is a comma was there, that will be identified as a one column. So wherever it is going to be there, guys, it is going to be what we can say, guys, it is going to be treated as a comma. It is going to be treated here, guys. Wherever there is a comma was there, it is going to be treated as a one column. So the employee year is one column, model is one column, price is one column, mileage is one column, color is one column, and transmission is one column, guys. So what it will do, guys, it will treat that particular comma as a separator. Wherever there is a comma was there, it is going to treat it as an, which is going to be one column. It will. That's why we call it as an .csv file or .txt file, text files, normal text files, guys. or it can be .tsv files, tab separated values also it can be there. So this is the file we important, guys. Once again, if anyone missed yesterday's class, I'll show you how we have to import it, guys. Very easy. This is home ribbon, guys. We are not yet started with much implementation. So just I have given some little bit idea about this. Yes. Yes.
Actually, I have few questions. That's why I have joined this session. When I called to DurgaSoft, they asked me to directly join the session, ask you the proper question.
Okay.
So
Sure.
basically, why I am here, because I have, before joining this session, I have few questions.
Sure.
In this Power BI, what are the data sources you're gonna cover? Like these Excel, on-premises, cloud. If it is, if you are covering some cloud sources, what are those? May I know what are those?
Yeah, I'll tell you. So mainly, if you look at the sources which are supported by Power BI, there are approximately, there are going to be 200 plus different type of data sources. It will connect it. Almost all. Okay. But we cannot learn, but even it is 200 plus also, they see all the 200 are categorized into somewhere around 5, 6. Mainly, that means mainly what we are going to concentrate is going to be, one is files. Like files means, you know that, right? Just now we discussed about .csv, .txt, Excel sheets. These are all going to be comes under which is going to be normal. It is going to be XLSX files. So what is the main advantage? That means what is the main reason why I use the files is, can you tell me like why I mostly prefer to use the files basically? Any idea? Specifically for our training purpose, I'll use as the files. Why? What is the reason for that? Yes, any idea? Yes.
Maybe we have to create some accounts, right, in Azure and the cloud systems.
Yes, absolutely. So see, additional softwares are not required, right? You want to work with TXT files and Excel sheets. Do you require any additional softwares? Maximum Notepad and Excel sheets are sufficient. Main reason I choose this here is, can I share these files very easily? Can I share them easily? Easily, I can share the files, right? I can share it in the chat window. I can send it in the WhatsApp. I can send it to the Google Drive. I can do that. Okay, I'll use as a database systems also. We use this like database systems means I'm going to be using SQL Server. I'm going to be using Oracle. Almost all Power BI supports almost all somewhere around 30 plus different type of databases. But it's not possible to learn all the 30 plus databases, but almost all databases are common. So I'm going to use as a SQL Server Oracle. Why? Because that is a popularly, because you know that, right? Oracle and SQL Server are the most popular. But what is the problem with these databases is, can you tell me if I want to work with SQL Server in my system, obviously I have to install the SQL Server software, right? And everyone may not be an expertise in SQL Server. Again, I have to show you how to connect with SQL Server, what is a username, what is a password. So if sometimes SQL Server is not running, what we have to do? All these additional issues are going to be coming, but I will teach you. Whoever having the knowledge of databases, they can take it, and who are not having any knowledge of databases, they can leave it. But it's no need to pay anything. Directly, we can install free softwares only. You can install them. Just a small credentials, login name, passwords are required. For working with CSV, TXT, I don't require any login credentials. Plus, along with that, I'm also going to work with mainly with the cloud also we are going to work. Like I'm going to work with, which is going to be Azure. So Azure also almost all 20 plus different type of Azure connections, Azure storages, which Power BI will support. And apart from that, not only Azure, if you want, we can connect with some of the AWS with limited sources, not all of them, and even Google Cloud Platform also, like something like a BigQuery, etc. It can connect it. So what is the problem with the cloud accounts? Mainly to work with them, obviously we have to create some cloud accounts. So create some accounts, we have to create it, and we have to pay some money also. So they are not free of cost, right? So we have to pay some money depending on your usage. We have to do that, and a little bit expertise on this concept is required. Little bit expertise is required. Here we don't require any extra softwares. No additional expertise is required, easy to share. But databases are not that much easy to share. For example, if I want to share a database, I have to take a backup and I have to tell you how to restore it. Again, people will get confused with that. That's why I'll discuss mainly these three. Mainly, I'll discuss these three, but most of the cases I will use as the files concept as our implementation, because everyone having the knowledge of how to work with the files. Everyone may not be having the knowledge of databases. Everyone may not be having the knowledge of cloud. So depending on your requirement, you can choose any of the three, what we can choose. If any requirement is there, see, connectivity is only just the difference. Remaining everything is going to be the same as it is. Nothing difference is going to makes it here. Okay. Now,
This
yes, yes.
on web data, like web scraping.
You can work with them. See, we can work with them. That depends only on your requirements only. So we are having the web scraping technique is going to be there. So I'll tell you like how I'll do the web scraping. Let us say if you ask me about web scraping, so basically I was from the data science. Basically, my expertise is on the data science. So what I will do now, using Python, I'm going to do the web scraping. I'm going to do the results. I'm going to share it, save it in a CSV file, and that CSV file, I'm going to use it in Power BI. See, there are multiple ways are there whenever you want to do the web scraping. Otherwise, from directly from Power BI also, we can connect to the web directly. But how to connect it? What is the APIs we have to become? Because I was expertise in Python. I was from the data science background. I'm having almost 8 years of experience on the data science, and my main subject is data science only, AI, ML, NLP. I use as web scraping. I'm going to use as the Twitter APIs. I'm going to use as, and I'm going to extract the data from the Twitter APIs with the help of the Python. I'm going to use it. So that is the way. So multiple ways are there. I'm not saying that you have to do like this only. Depending on your requirement, we are having a multiple ways. So if the learners are having any requirement, specific requirement is there, surely I'm going to, even if I don't know also, I will just search online, I will verify, and I'm going to guide you regarding how to work on it.
Coming to the project, Vamshi, like, are we going to do the project, or are you going to just explain it and we have to do it? Or like, are we
It
going
is
to do
like a
it?
capstone project. It's like a capstone project. I'm going to deal with that. So what I'm going to do is I will teach you one template, like a kind of a thing. So this is the project, how it is going to looks like. Because see, because you are asking me, so I'm going to just what I'm going to do is, because as I said that, right, I was into the data science and all these things. So I'll just show you like how I'm going to create it. So we use as a library called as an Plotly and a dash library will use this. Can you see there are some examples are there. So there is one example called as, that means just a practical example I'm showing you. This is going to be one example, which is going to be what we can see is the basic idea about one database, one data set called as an IMBD data set is there. So this is going to be one of the, see, you can see that somebody has posted in the LinkedIn also. So if you just see this, so how this particular, the report is going to be looks like. So what I will ask my participants is, my learners here is, so try to create this kind of a visualization. Like that depends on their domain. It is one example. So we are having a different types of domains are there. So we'll take this kind of a template. I'll give you, for example, for this IMBD analysis, obviously we require a data set is required. So the data set is with me. I'll share the data set and I'll guide them how to create that. So I'll make them to people to the learners to do that particular project by themselves. I'm going to guide them according to their requirement. So this
Okay.
is the data
Within
set
the
what I'm using.
so within the time frame for this course, we are going to complete that project with your guidance, right?
Project timeline is going to be after the course.
Okay.
Okay, after the course, generally what we will do is we'll take 3-4 days of time, not more than that. But I will give it to the learners and I'll ask them learners to do that. Maybe they will, some people will take 1 week of time. Some people may take it is 10 days, because all of them are not at the same level, right? You all of them, if it is
Maybe.
a school level, what will happen? Everyone after 6th standard, they will come to 7th standard. So everyone will be at the same level. Only the learning capabilities are different, right? But it is not like that, right? So that's why some people will take 1 week, some people will take 10 days, some people may take 1 month also. Some people after 6 months, they will come back. Sir, we don't have a time to do that. So now I'm doing that. Okay, fine. So I'll guide them according to the requirements.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Vamshi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So your slot is like 9 to 10.
Not 9 to 10. Regular class is at 8 to 9.
8 to
Only
9.
today's
Okay.
class is only the demos are from 9 a.m. So from Monday onwards, it will be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sorry, 8
Yes.
a.m. to 9 a.m. Sorry.
We'll be getting the recordings and
Yes,
the source,
yeah,
so
day
whatever
to day,
sources you're going to provide.
yeah, absolutely. Day to day recording videos will be given after the completion of the class. That means after completion of the class means every day. After completion of the session, you will be uploading we'll upload the day-to-day recording videos for your reference. And obviously data sets are mandatory, right? So without having a data sets, you can't practice it, right? So data sets and all the PDFs, MCQs and all these things, interview materials, all these things I will be providing all the access through the drive itself. We are going to get the access with that.
Okay. Thank you, Vamsi.
Fine,
Thanks for the information. I'll be dropping here then. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Vamshi, is there
Yes.
any batch starting other than Monday?
It will start from the coming days. It will be there, but from actually this batch was already started. So from
Okay.
Monday, they're already completed these topics. Whatever the topics I'm covering today, up to there they completed. So from Monday
Okay.
onwards, I will just combine both the batches and I'll take the session from 8 o'clock. If you want, if you're looking, are you looking for any other timing?
Yes, actually.
Yes. What is your preferable timing?
Like after 10 or in the evening?
Maybe evening it will start, but it will take say 15-20 days. It will take it. At least 15 days it will take it.
Oh, it will take another 15 to 20
Yes,
days.
15, at least 15 days it will take it, because just now the batch was started, right? So what happens
Okay.
here is at least minimum 15 days time period must be there. So we are planning at 6 o'clock, evening 6 o'clock, we are planning it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fine. So, Vamshi, can I get the course or like what are the topics you will
Yes,
be
sure.
covering in this
Yeah,
course?
sure. I will share those details also. Just give me a second. I'll share the details. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I think it was there in my drive. I'll share it. Just give me a 5 minutes of time. I will share it.
worries.
Yeah. Fine. Right, guys. Okay, so what is our discussion here is, guys, today, like what we are trying to understand here is, so how to import these particular data sets, guys. So anyhow, once again, if anybody has missed yesterday's class, I'm going to show you once again. This is your Power BI environment, guys. Nothing to do. Get the data here. You can use something called as an text or CSV files. Or even we also have an option called as, which is going to be more options are available. So what is going to be these more options, guys? Here you can see that files, databases, Azure. See, guys, how many databases we are having here now? So many databases. Approximately there are some 40 databases will be there, guys. At least 30 plus 30 to 40 databases we are having. SQL Server, Access, Analysis Services, Oracle, IBM DB2, IBM Informix, IBM Netza, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Sybase, Teradata, SAP HANA, SAP Business Warehouse. We are having Amazon Redshift is there, Cloudera Impala, Google BigQuery. So we are having Snowflake. All these are cloud-based, guys. Hyperion S-Base. I think now it was taken over by Oracle. I think Oracle S-Base now. Earlier it was Hyperion S-Base, what they used to call it as. Now it has become done Oracle S-Base, Amazon Athena. So like that, these are going to be different type of data sources. Some of them are on-premises, some of them are going to be cloud-based. On-premises means which will be installed in our local system. Cloud-based means it is going to be there in a remote machines. Okay. So like this, you have to import the data. Once you import the data, all the data you can see here on the right hand side. There is a data pane is there. This is called as a data pane, visualizations pane and filters pane. On the left hand side also, we can see the table view. So what is a table view? You can view the data here, guys. Here you can't view the data. On the right hand side, you can't view the data. Only we can see the structure. What are the columns are there, all these things we can see. On the left hand side only, there is something called as a table view, where we can view the tables, data, structures, all these things we can see them. So that is about this importing, guys. So main important is, after importing the data, what we have to do, guys? We have to transform the data, guys. How to transform the data? To transform the data, we use as something called as a Power Query editor is what we are going to use as, guys. Maybe some of you who works on Excel sheets, they may hear about that. It is what we are going to call it as a Power Query editor. So what is this Power Query editor, guys? Power Query editor is nothing but a tool which is mainly used for, very clearly, Power Query editor. It's actually, guys, it's not Power Query editor. It's a Power Query editor, guys. So it is going to be query editor. What is query, guys? Query is nothing but your table, your data. So whatever the data you imported, that particular data which is showing in a tabular structure, we are calling it as a table because it is looking like a table for us. It is just looking like a table. Columns are there, rows are there. It is also showing you guys. So how many rows are there? Can you see there? 7,043 rows are there. For example, if I selected some used cars, how many rows are there? 139 rows are there. So being it is showing in a tabular format, we are calling it as a tables, but there are not called as a tables, guys. There are called as queries. So it is nothing but query editor. That means editor, you know that whenever you want to change the data, transform the data. So mainly the Power Query editor is a tool, which is going to be a tool from Microsoft only. Use it to which is going to be edit the data, or simply we can say transform the data, whatever the data that was imported. Because in real time, whatever the data when it was imported, it may not be a cleaned data, guys, to create a generator reports. Maybe data may not be that much an appropriate data, may not be sufficient data. So first what we have to do is we have to transform the data, guys. How to open this Power Query editor, guys? Multiple ways are there. See, right click on your table and there we are having the option called as very clear edit query. We are having an option called as an edit query. So see guys, whenever I click on this edit query, it will open this Power Query editor. This tool is nothing but what we call it as Power Query editor. So 1 or 2 days, a little bit confusion, guys. The whatever we see here is Power BI desktop. This is going to be the Power Query editor. What is the main purpose of Power Query editor, guys? To transform the data. Any transformations, whatever you want, you can perform the transformation. See there on the screen, you can see lot of options are there. Changing of data type, merging of queries, appending of queries, splitting the columns, group by, sorting, ascending, descending, removing of rows, removing of columns, keeping the rows, keeping the columns. Lot of transformations are there, guys. These are all the different type of date related transformations, time related transformations, numerical related transformations. So there are so many transformations are there. So we have to learn all these transformations, guys. So learning Power Query editor is very easy. So what is this option is meant for? What do you mean to say merge queries? What do you mean to say append queries? What do you mean to say replace values? Or what is the purpose of split column? In split column, how many options are there? There are 7 options are there. What are these options are used for? In keep rows, there are 6 options are there. What are these 6 options are used for? In keep rows, we are having 5 options are there. What are the 5 options are used for? So we will learn each and everything practically. What is the need of this particular option? But before going to that topic, guys, before going for the implementation, I'll start the implementation from Monday. So before going for the implementation, just there is some pre-processing is there, guys. Can observe carefully on the left hand side, we are having something called as a queries. Okay, you can't close it, but you can minimize it. On the right hand side, there is something called as an query settings is there. You can close it, but again, if you want to view it, go to the view menu here. We have a query settings is there. Once again, I'm showing you guys. If you want to open your Power Query editor, now we are in Power BI desktop, guys. See there on the left hand side, we have there is no specific name, won't show you guys. On the left hand side, we are having 4 different types of views. On the right hand side, we have 3 different types of panes. And here we are going to be having something called as an canvas settings are there. A canvas is there, the place where we can create the reports. So either you can right click and go there. Here also we have the option, guys. Can you see there in the home ribbon we are? Inside that we are having a transform data. Clearly we can see there. Use the Power Query editor. Use the Power Query editor to connect, prepare and transform the data. Use the Power Query editor to connect. You can, there also we can connect, guys. There also we can prepare the data and transform the data. Even you click on this also, same thing, same screen will open, guys. Can you see there? Same screen that has been opened there. Left hand side we have a queries are there. Right hand side we are having query settings are there. If you don't see the query settings, don't worry. If you unfortunately if you close it, don't worry. Go to the view menu and there we have a checkbox is there called as the query settings option is there. Just click on it. Okay, done. So before going to that, just a small preparation, guys. Today the number of queries are only 7 queries are there. So easily we can manage the things. But in real time, when you are working with projects, So whenever I'm working in a company, I may work with various departments, HR departments, sales departments, something like operations department, some other departments, or testing department, etc. So HR departments will have their own tables. Sales departments will have their own tables, or something like some testing department will have their own tables. So whenever we are having more number of tables are there, it's a little bit confusion to handle them. Which table is used for what purpose? Just like in our system, whenever you have so many files are there, how can you differentiate with them? How can you manage them? We'll put it into various folders. So these are the files related to so and so subject. These are the files related to so and so subject. Same here also. We can create something called as a groups. We can create it. See there, very easy. Right click. We are having a new group. For example, you are creating the data tables related to sales department. So I'll say which is going to be sales. See there, just like a folders, it has created the folders. It's not physical folders. There are only logical folders. See there, simple. What is the tables related to sales? Fact, internet sale. Just like normal files, you drag and drop it, right? Move it there, move it there. Just drag it and drop it there. That's it. Nothing to do. So what is the main advantage of these guys? This is only just to manage the file, manage your queries. That's it. Apart from that, nothing is there. So whenever you want to just manage the particular queries in a easily to manage it, create the groups. Again, you can right click there. You can just say the option called as move to group. Which group? Either to other groups or do you want to create a new group? I want to move to others group. Again, you can drag it and drop it. Again, you can drag it and drop it. Easy guys, very simple. So it does not matter, just it is only just to manage the things. I'm going to create this kind of a folders guys. Why I'm creating the folders guys? Just easy to manage the queries because today it is only 7 tables. But in future it may become 60, 70 tables it will become till I complete the option because every day for every concept I'll create some new tables, new queries I'll create it and I'll show you guys. So that's it. There is nothing important is there. Select your table so that you can view your data guys. See there? You can view your data. Next, second important thing is guys, the right hand side, we are having the option called as a query settings. So what are the settings for your queries? Can you see there? There is something called as an applied steps. I'll explain them. What are the already there are some 3 steps are already there. From now onwards, if you make any changes to your table, every changes whatever you do, that will be maintained as a step here. That means every changes you perform there, that changes will be reflecting here. The steps will be added. Just an example. Currently, the gender is in lowercase, right? Female, male, etc. I want to convert into capitalized. Means first character into capital case, remaining into lowercase. How do you do that? There is a format option is there. Capitalize each word. Observe carefully. I applied a step called as an capitalize each word. That means whatever the transformations you have applied on that particular table, every step is going to be maintained as a log here. That means if anybody opens this particular table, what changes you have done? This is the table what I have imported from that file. After that, something happened. After that, something happened. After that, something happened. So what are those particular steps we applied? What are the transformations you applied? All the steps are maintained here, guys. Advantage is the main purpose is to know what steps you have been applied. After 1 year, what steps you have applied on the table, you can't remember. So you can apply all the steps here now. You can see the steps here. I applied this step. I applied this step. Once again, I'll discuss it later. If you want, you can delete the step also, guys. Undo the step. See, if you want, you can undo the step here, guys. That's why I recommend my learners saying that don't hesitate to perform any operation. I'll ask them, you explore them. You try to explore as much you do. If you do a mistake, don't worry about that. For example, let us say this, guys. Unfortunately, I converted this into whole number. Don't worry. It is going to become an error. Why? Because there is a text data. How can you convert a text data into an integer data type? I can't do that. Don't worry, sir, I got the errors here now. No worries. Here we are having an option called as an change type we have been done. There is a delete button is there. Just click on that. Your data will be reverted back. What the point, guys? Your data was reverted back. So you can undo the steps as you require. So every step that has been applied is going to be maintained as a log there. Plus, whenever you want to undo the steps, then we can just delete the step according to requirement. That is the main purpose of this query settings and applied steps, guys. That is not having that much importance currently. In coming classes, we'll discuss about this one, guys. Okay, that's it, guys. And once if you make any changes here, don't forget to which is going to be apply here, guys. Close and apply means close the Power Query editor and apply. If you apply the changes, then only you can see the changes here, guys. Otherwise, you can't see the changes. I'll show you once. See this table here, guys. Where is the table? User cars. In the Power BI desktop, the SC model is in the, color is in the some capitalized word. So color, I'm going to convert completely into a lowercase. I'll completely convert into lowercase, guys. But here I transformed into lowercase, but still it is showing it as a some capitalized only. So what we have to do? Close and apply. Remember, reports are created not based on this data, guys. Not based on the Power Query editor. What is the data that is there in the Power BI desktop? Using this data only, we will create the reports. So if you make any changes here now, unless and until you don't apply the changes, see there, it is applying the changes here now. All the data color will be converted into lowercase. See there, the color column has been created lowercase. Now, when I generate the reports, when I generate the reports, what happens now? Just don't worry. I'll show you the reports later. Whenever I generate the reports, what is going to happen here, guys? Color and what is going to be, let us say it is going to be count. So for each color, what is going to be the count? That is number of cars what we have it. See there, the cars are going to be in the, colors are going to be in the lowercase. Now my client is asking, can you please convert this into capital case? No, I don't want the lowercase. Can you please convert into capital case? Where you have to make the changes? Go to the transform data. Go to the transform data, and again, there we have to transform the data, guys. So what I will do now, color, I'm converting into uppercase. I'm converting into uppercase, guys. Once if I convert into uppercase, it won't be changes here, guys. What we have to do? It is apply. See, clearly we can see there. Once if I apply there, here it is also the data has been got changed. So if you want to make the changes to your model, data model, you have to make the changes in the Power Query editor and you have to apply those particular changes. Close and apply. Close it and apply the changes. Without closing, apply the changes. Unless and until you don't apply there, you can't find the differences here, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is going to be the one. But anyhow, in the Monday's class, I'm going to start with the transformations. But from where I'm going to start the transformation, guys? I'm going to start from here, guys. From here, I'm going to start the transformation, guys. Here. From here, I'm going to start the transformation. Sir, what about the previous transformations? Don't worry. I will discuss about all those things in the coming classes. Okay. So don't worry, this split, don't worry about that. Split column and group by. When I go to the transform, there also we can see the group by and we can see the split columns. Some transformations will be repeated here and there, guys. Don't worry. So whenever it is easy to understand, I'll explain the concepts. On Monday's class, I'll start with the first transformation called as what is data type and why should I change the data types and all these things. I'll explain it on the Monday's class, guys. Okay. And as I already told you guys, from Monday onwards, the session is going to be at 8 a.m. guys. 8 to 9 a.m. is going to be the session, guys. And please register for the course. I think some of you have already paid the fees and registered. Remaining who has not yet registered, guys, please register for the course so that you can get the access from 8 o'clock, guys. Okay. My backend team will share you the 8 a.m. batch once you register for the course. So from Monday onwards, if you want to join, guys, so at 8 o'clock, you have to complete your registration process and complete your registration so that you will get the link for the 8 a.m. This link does not work, guys. 8 a.m. link is different. You will get the access to the 8 a.m. link, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So just for up to here, you please work up to here, guys. Remaining will continue on the Monday session, guys. Okay. So anyone, guys, any questions?
Vamshi, I have
Yes.
a doubt. Like,
Yes.
if we have any doubts or queries while we were practicing, we should ask it by next class or
Not
we
required. Not required. We'll create one group for our batch, so you can post your questions in the batch in your group.
Oh,
A Telegram group will be created.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Right. I think Nitya, right? You're asking?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I'll share currently it was not available in this system. There is another system is there.
Okay.
If you can attend, I will ask otherwise I will share it to my backend team. My backend team will share it to you. Otherwise, you
Okay,
do
fine.
one thing, just text me on my WhatsApp number.
Oh,
I'm sharing the number to all of you guys. If you have any further queries to discuss with me, you can just reach me on my WhatsApp number. I shared the number here, guys. If you have any doubts or any issues or further discussions, if you want any clarifications, feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number. Nitya, just text me on my WhatsApp number. I'll share you the course content there.
sure.
Okay.
See,
Fine.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks all of you for today, guys. We'll meet on Monday, 8 a.m., guys. A new link will come, guys. So please complete your registration and then you will get the access to the new link, guys. Okay. So thanks for today. We'll meet up on the Monday at 8 a.m., guys. Thanks all of you, guys.